I don't know about you, but I'm jonesing for some green. Green, green, green. Green grass, tender spring green leaves, green plants with yellow, pink, red, orange, purple, blue, and white flowers. Vibrant life force green, heart chakra green, green for the environment.
It's coming. The smell of spring has begun to titillate my nose. My ears rejoice to hear the songbirds sing. And the light, my eyes delight in the lengthening of the day. My body and mind are uplifted by it. I feel a surge of energy flowing through me, like the sap in the maple trees. Can you feel it too, this passionate awakening of life? Close your eyes for a moment. Still your mind. Connect. Spring is in the air. It's time for renewal. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Take note of your surroundings. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Appreciate the beauty that is before your eyes. Be grateful and choose life. Count your blessings. New beginnings are at hand. Nature is preparing to burst into life as it plays out its age-old role in the cycle of life.
Sun, wind, rain, runoff, and mud. Yes, the melt might be troublesome, very troublesome. Some years are like that, difficult. It's part of the human journey and it's common to us all. Unbidden, life bestows on each and every one of us challenges which test our strength, our resilience, and our power to heal.
Although we've been shaken and brusquely reminded of our fragility, we've also been awakened to life. How easily we get caught up and take for granted this precious gift. Undeniably, life's journey is so very hard sometimes. And yet the journey is filled with so much beauty, so many pleasures of all kinds, of all flavors, of magnificent sights to behold, discoveries to be made, and a myriad of sensations to experience and enjoy. There are times when we must allow ourselves to be softened, to be opened, even to be broken apart in order to blossom back into life like a beautiful spring flower. I extend my deepest condolences to all concerned and invite everyone to honor the departed by celebrating life on a daily basis.
Month 4, week 4, Awake to Life. How about that? We're coming to the end of part 1, laying the foundation. This is our first milestone. I want to thank Eleanor for having been here with us for these past 4 months, sharing her experience and wisdom during these coaching sessions to help us successfully integrate a first thing in the morning routine. Eleanor and I want to acknowledge you and your efforts to making it to here.
Exactly. And this is a time to celebrate. We've just finished, 4 months. So it's a time to celebrate our successes, our challenges, and our growth.
Well, so we cracked open the bottle and we are chin-chinning. Yeah. Oops, I better sip. We worked hard. We worked hard. You worked hard. at dealing with whatever it was that you had to deal with in order to do the challenges. Some days are easy, some are not. Some challenges are easier than others. It's not important. Moving forward, that's what counts.
Exactly. And thank you, Lisa. The last 4 months have been absolutely fabulous. Thank you. And Dan for doing all the wonderful filming.
Yeah, it's
So, you know, this is a time to celebrate. Like I said, celebrate our successes, our challenges, and our growth. So I invite you to go out and do something really special for yourself and really celebrate that you've made it this far. And you can really stamp this milestone that you've created for yourself.
You deserve it. So, Eleanor, give us our last affirmation that you're going to share with us.
Okay, our affirmation for this week is, it takes a lot of courage to grow up and be who you are, who you really are. And this was by E.E. Cummings. It takes a lot of courage
To grow up.
and be who you really are.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things I found about moving into my 50s is really feeling comfortable with who I am and enjoying the time that I can take to work on myself and to really fulfill myself. So, Eleanor, I am going to ask you to tell us about your journey. I've decided to ask Eleanor to tell us about her journey because she has an interesting story. And I think you guys can relate to what she's going to tell us. So tell me, Eleanor, how did you start your journey?
Well, I started my journey when I was in my mid-40s. I decided to start taking some self-development courses. And I'm in my 65th year now, so for the last 20 years I've been, working on myself and my self-development.
It's amazing. And we're still working on ourselves. It takes time to get to know yourself. So tell me a little bit more. What is it that kind of really, really sort of kick-started your whole process?
Well, what really kick-started me was that we had a huge family crisis with our 15-year-old granddaughter. And we ended up placing her in a behavioral modification boarding school in the United States. And this was a very difficult time for us. And so I decided that I needed to do something really drastic. I needed to figure out, why she ended up there, what my part was in it. So I started upping my education, taking lots of courses and seminars, and really educating myself so that when she came out, I would be able to help her or, at least be on the same page with her.
Or have more tools.
Have more tools and more skills to know how to deal with it and figure out how did we get here in the first place.
So what kind of certifications did you go and acquire, Eleanor?
Well, I acquired my master's in neurolinguistic programming, certification in ontological quantum coaching, certification in relationship coaching, leadership training, and later on I did brain management training.
So was it difficult?
Extremely difficult. Extremely difficult.
What were some of the challenges?
Well, the challenges were, keeping myself grounded. And
let me interrupt you. You started this in your 50s, right? In your mid-50s, these trainings?
Yes. I started about when I was 55, actually. When I was 55.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah. So for 4 years, Kirsten was in the school for 2.5 years. So I went and I started taking courses out in California and Arizona. So that's where I got all my certifications. So I was traveling for 4 years. I was traveling to there every 3 months.
Amazing.
Yeah, so my challenges were, there was a lot of studying, preparing for exams, the traveling itself, and worrying about my granddaughter, all at the same time. It was like a really confusing time in my life.
I remember seeing you very exhausted at times, really and wondering, is this really a good thing for her? And but she never gave up, and she kept saying, Lisa, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. What was some of the things that helped you actually have the success?
Well, I think what I realized midway through it, that by going to exercise class every day, there was days, after I'd come home from traveling, I'd go, oh my God, I don't know if I can go to exercise class today. I don't think I have the energy. But I got myself up and I would go. And then afterwards, I'd feel so much better. I felt more energized and ready to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
With, keeping up my process and
well,
learning.
When you're studying like that, you're doing so much with your head that it's easy to become disconnected from your body. So by going to the class and doing the yoga and doing the body-mind centering work that we did, you really were able to get your body grounded and supporting all of the work that you were doing by getting rid of tension, by learning how to focus your attention, by calming yourself down. All of these things, the movement experience really helped you to be able to do that big challenge of going back to school in your mid-50s. And I don't even know if you ever did a lot of studying before your mid-50s.
Well, I have my certification in travel and tourism. That's my height of my education. So yeah, I've been many years without studying anything. I mean, personal development courses, you don't really have to study. You just have to kind of try to integrate what
you had to go through it.
You had to go through it, yeah. But the studying and writing the exams and, the stress of the traveling and the worrying and always thinking in my head, what's at stake for me, what's my granddaughter.
How is your granddaughter now?
Oh, she is going to bring tears to my eyes. A beautiful 26-year-old woman.
It was worth it, was it? Yeah, good for you. Good for you, Eleanor. You showed up. You showed up for yourself, and you showed up for your family. I'm not only are you going to cry, I'm going to cry now too. That is awesome. Good for you.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
As women, as people, that's what we do. We show up for ourselves and we show up for other people.
Yeah, that's very moving. I'm happy that you have this opportunity also to share this. And so now with all of these trainings, you've actually not only gone ahead and learned these skills, use them to better her whole family situation and dynamic, but she's actually now going out and helping other women. So what are you focusing now with all of these coaching skills that you've developed?
Yeah, well, once the crisis was over, and I could take some time for myself and kind of decide, okay, so where am I going to go from here? I started my coaching practice. And what I noticed is in my coaching practice, I was attracting women over the age of 50. And I really, really enjoy coaching women over the age of 50 or 60. And so I created a program that's specifically designed for women over the age of 50.
Good for you,
It's
Eleanor.
a 12-week program, and it's in a group or individual, and it's a very dynamic program.
Very good. That's excellent. So Eleanor and I have come to the end of our coaching sessions together. We've done the first 4 months, which has been about first thing in the morning routine. That was the goal of the first 4 months. Laying down the foundation is having this routine that is going to support your body and your mind and calm your nervous system and give you those skills so that we can move towards part 2, which invites us to go deeper into the process. That's why it's called the inward journey. So we're going to be able to use these skills to actually go deeper and embrace bigger challenges. So next month, I have a nutrition specialist who is going to be with us all month as we look into this question of what are we putting inside our body to help give us more energy and improve our body-mind alignment. Thank you so much, Eleanor, for your incredible generosity, your kindness, and your wisdom.
Thank you, Lisa.
I wish you all the best in everything. And don't worry, Eleanor is going to stay with us. She's going to be part of the Facebook group and sharing more of her. And she's going to continue going through the process as well.
Exactly.
So,
And thank you, Lisa. It's been a great pleasure working with you for the last 4 months. It's been a lot of fun.
Eleanor's kept me on track, and I'm really grateful for her help. So, guys, here we go. Finish up week 4 of month 4, and then we're getting ready for a new challenge, part 2, the inward journey. Eleanor, here we go.
Chin chin.
Yeah.